going to start with. Do you remember the homework? Hello. I will share my screen to show you the homework. I give you some vocabulary from this is the quiz we did last week, and this is the homework I gave you. Do you remember? Did you do it? Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, miss. In my case, I didn't make it, miss. Sorry.
You didn't do it. Okay. What about the rest of people? Did anybody do this homework? ¿Alguien hizo esta tarea o no? No?
No. No, miss.
Ok. Bueno. Por lo tanto, ustedes van a tener que buscarlo y hacerlo, porque esto es parte de la unidad que entra sobre financial matters. Okay. Well, it's up to you to do it. Let's see. I will ask you to download another file. No sé si les quedó claro, pero ese vocabulario que está ahí lo van a tener que sacar igual porque necesitan usarlo para las pruebas finales, para la prueba oral particularmente. Así que ustedes lo tendrán que hacer en algún minuto. Okay? Well, let's go to the next material. That is another one, money vocabulary. Okay? Here we are going to continue with this vocabulary related to money. Okay? Let's see. In the first part, we have 2, 4, 6, 8 different words and 8 different pictures. Okay? So have a look at the words and have a look at the pictures, and then let's see how we can match the words to the pictures. Okay? Okay. Let's see number 1. What is the word? What is the word associated to this picture? Let's see, Catherine. Number 1, please. Catherine.
A.
Can you read it, please?
No.
Can you read the word? I mean.
Cash.
No. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. I was looking at the wrong picture. Right. Cash. Yes, sorry. Yes. Cash. Good. Let's see. Number 2. Let's see, Marcela.
Coin.
Coin, right. Number 3, Esperanza.
A credit card.
Credit card, right. Number 4, let's see, Sophia. Number 4. Sofía.
Sí.
Okay.
Catch.
No. Cash was the first one. What about this one?
I don't know.
Does anybody know?
I think it's a banknote.
Banknote. Definitely, right. Banknote. That's the word for this. Actually, let me, here, I mean, here in this exercise, we only have the word banknote. So that is the correct answer. But banknote is used in Britain. I'm sorry. And does anybody know how to say that in the United States? Anybody? In Britain, you say banknote. In the States, you say?
Bills?
Anybody? Sorry?
Bills?
Bill, right. Bill. But be careful because, well, yeah, definitely two words. In England, in Britain, not only in England, bill is something different. I think I told you about that. To pay your bills means, for example, to electricity bill, gas bill, water bill. Only in that sense. In the United States, bill has two different meanings. One is a banknote, and the other one is also the same, electricity bill, cuenta, okay? Right, let's see number 5. Sami.
Pocket.
Pocket, right. Number 6, Bastian. Bastian?
Sí, purse,
I'm sorry? Can you?
purse.
Purse? No, number 6.
Wallet.
Wallet. This is a wallet where you put your money, your cards, etc. Wallet, right. Let's see number 7. Valentina. Valentina.
Purse.
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 Purse, right. And then the last one, Vicente, number 8.
Check.
Check. Here we have the word check that can be written the same as in Spanish. This is the British way, or it can be written like this, that is American English, okay? Any question about this?
No, miss.
No questions? Okay. Well, let's see. Here we have different types of money. We have cash. We have cash. We have credit cards, and checks. Let's see. Where do you use cash mainly? Do you use any cash?
Poco.
You use cash in few things, but where do you use cash?
When I go to the supermarket.
When you go to the supermarket, okay. Why do you use cash and not a card? Marcela.
I think I prefer to use silver in cash.
Sorry, I don't understand. You prefer to use what?
Silver or
Silver? What is silver?
no creo que esa no es la palabra.
No, silver is the metal. It's a metal.
Sorry, is not the word.
Cash, you mean? Let's see, when you talk about banknotes or coins, that is cash. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Why do you prefer to use cash instead of, I don't know, cards, for example? In Chile, most people have debit cards, right? What's the name? I forgot the name in Spanish. In Chile, what's the name of? The one that you have, what's the name of that card?
Cuenta root.
Cuenta root, that's it. Yes, thank you. Cuenta root, yes. So most people, if not most people, have debit cards. For example, cuenta root. So why do you prefer to use cash instead of a debit card?
I prefer to use cash
Mhm.
because that way I know how much money there is.
Okay,
It's easier for me.
okay, that's a very good argument, I think. Yeah, when you pay cash, you may have better control of your money, no?
Yes.
You can know exactly how much you spend. Okay, good. Let's see, does anybody else, I mean, where else do you use cash?
In the street market,
In the street markets, okay. Why do you use cash there?
because there are in that place not knowing the all like stands have the possibility to pay with the cards,
Okay,
so it's more easier to because you can take the decision of where you want to buy your things um, with the money, and no, it's not like limited by the possibility of pay with the card.
okay, you're not limited to pay with cards. Okay, you can choose any shop.
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else using cash in some shopping? No? Let's see, I don't know if you have credit cards. Where do you or people in general use credit cards? What do you think? Does anybody here have a credit card?
When I buy online,
Okay, sorry, who is talking?
Bastian,
Bastian, when you buy something online, okay. Okay, that is, I mean, necessary to have a credit card. Yeah. Okay, that is one occasion where you have to use credit cards. Any other one?
Most people use credit card when they want to buy something expensive.
Okay, right. And why do you think that people choose credit cards in that case?
Because maybe uh, we have any money. I don't know.
What do you mean?
Um, because you can pay in different months, like
Okay, yeah. You don't have to
12.
pay the
Ah,
total amount, all the
exactly.
money at once. How do you call when you pay something? I mean, you divide the total amount into different months. How do you call that? What you say you buy? How do you say that? Do you remember? Does anybody remember?
What?
The word that you use when you pay something, you divide the total amount of money, the total price, you divide it into different months and you pay it monthly. For
Installment,
example, sorry?
installments or no?
Installments. So you can buy on installments. Right. That means that something that, I don't know, the total price is 120 and you can divide it. I don't know how to say this. Here you can divide it into, I don't know, 3 installments. Then you pay 40. Okay, 40,000 pesos monthly. Yes. So there you buy on installments. Have you ever bought on installments? Have you ever paid something on installments? Never?
When the thing is expensive, so expensive.
Expensive. Yeah. And have you ever bought something on installments?
No,
No?
no.
Your parents?
Yes, a smart TV.
Smart TV. Okay. Right. That is one of the things that people can buy on installments. Anything else? Is the question to all of you.
I don't use a credit card, but my dad, yes, he
Your-
used to buy computers or
Okay.
iPads.
Computers or
iPads.
iPads. Okay. Okay, they are expensive too, right? So credit cards. Okay, good. Let's see. Then, do you know anybody using checks? They are not very common now, but
No.
no, but there are
No.
people that still use it. Do you know anybody using checks? No?
No.
Okay. Let's see. Let's talk about debit cards. All of you have a debit card, don't you? Yes?
Yes.
Yes. So, where do you use debit cards?
In the supermarket.
Supermarkets?
Mm, I think that is more safe use.
Sorry?
I think it's more safe
Safer.
use
It is
debit
safer.
cards
Okay,
for me.
it's safer to use debit cards, safer than using cash, you mean?
Yes, yes.
Why?
Because I don't know. Um, mm,
What's the risk of having cash in your hands?
Um, if your card is stolen, you can transfer the money to another account and block it,
Yes.
the target,
Okay. The card.
the card.
The card.
Yes.
Yes, so you can protect your accounts. What happens if you have cash in your hands? If you have cash in your hands, what's the danger of that?
If someone stole it, you lose everything.
Exactly. Right. If someone steals the money, yeah, you lose it completely. Definitely. Right. Good. Okay. So one of the things that you can do with debit cards when you lose them, or when when you lose them in any circumstance, is that you can block them. Yes. Or sometimes you can, what happens when the cards are not in good conditions? I mean, they are old or they are broken. What can you do with that? Do you understand what I'm saying?
you can replace the
Okay,
card.
you can replace it. What do you have to do to replace it?
What?
What do you have to do to get a new one?
Go to a bank
Uh-huh.
o sucursal, no sé cómo se dice.
Branch.
Branch.
Its name is a tree. Yeah. A bank branch, yeah. And what do you do there?
Request a new card.
Sorry?
Request
Request.
a new card.
Okay. Okay. You request a new card, or you ask for a new card. Right. You ask for a replacement. Good. Okay. Let's go to, I would like to show you something here. Here we have, well, as you can see, notes in British English or bills in American English, okay? Well, here we have some information about the banknotes or the note. People say notes. The complete word is banknote, but people say notes. So in Britain, a banknote that has a value of 10 pounds is called a 10-pound note. Yeah? Un billete de 10 libras. In America, a banknote that has a value of $10 is called a $10 bill. Yes. So what do you think about, how do you call a banknote that has a value of £5?
$5 bill.
No, £5, not dollars.
Ah,
Change the currency only.
£5 note.
Exactly. A £5 note. If you look at this, you say that it's it's £5. But when you say a £5 note, you omit the S, okay? In this case, you omit the S, yes? Because in this case, es un billete de 5 libras, which means this is an adjective. Los adjetivos en inglés nunca llevan S. Por eso se elimina la S en este caso. Okay? Do you understand it?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Let's see number 2. How do you call when it's $100?
$100 bills.
Exactly. $100 $100 bill. Ah, come on. 100. Right. Oof, my spelling. Yeah. Let's see, £20. It's easy. Come on.
20 pound note.
Exactly. A 20-pound note.
20 pound.
A 20-pound note. Then $50.
A $50 bill.
No. A $50. Sorry, yeah, you're right. Sorry. It's Monday morning. Yeah. A $50 bill. Right. Let's see, £50. £50.
50 pound note.
Note. A 50-pound note. Okay. Very good. Well, if we think about our currency, what is our currency? Chilean currency, I mean.
Peso.
Peso, right. So if we think about our currency, what notes do we have? What is this, the smallest bill or note in our country?
1,000 bill.
Okay, a 1,000 peso
Pesos.
note or bill. Yeah, no plural in that case. What is the next note that we have?
A 200 peso note.
200, no.
No.
How do you say that?
1,000.
1,000. A 2,000 peso note. Then note or bill. Then after the 2 peso note, what do we have? What is the next note that we have?
5,000.
Sorry?
5,000 peso note.
Right, a 5,000 peso note. Good. Then what is the next one?
then 1,000 peso note.
A 10, right, a 10,000 peso note. Finally, the biggest one,
20,000 peso note.
right, 20,000 peso note. Okay, good, very good. So any question about this exercise?
No, me.
No.
No? Okay. Let's go on. This is, we're going to review all the vocabulary we saw last class, and we're going to incorporate some new ones. Here in exercise 3, we have different sentences, right? The idea is to complete them using the vocabulary you have there. So you have 6 sentences. Some seconds for you to complete them, please. Mm. Ready?
No, miss. One more minute, please.
Okay. Okay, ready now?
Yes.
Yes. Let's see number one. Vicente, please.
Mhm.
Can you read all the sentence?
Yes. John and his wife are successful lawyers. They earn a lot of money.
Good. They earn a lot of money. Number two, Sammy, please, can you go on?
Patsy doesn't spend much money on clothes. She always looks for special offers.
Good. She doesn't spend. And here you can see that it doesn't spend much money on clothes, right? Those are things for you to keep in mind. Okay. Let's see number three, and let's see Valentina.
Invest.
Can you read all the, yes, can you read all the
Okay.
sentence, please?
10 years ago, Bill decided to invest his money in property when house prices were low. Now he is very rich.
Okay, rich. Right, 10 years ago, Bill decided to, right, decided to invest, good, his money in property. Let's see number four. Catherine, please.
Diane decided
Diane.
Diane decided to save some money for the future.
Right, good. Let's see number five. Let's see, Alvaro. Alvaro, can you hear me?
Oh, yes, sorry, I was mute.
Okay,
I didn't have enough cash to buy the phone, so I had to borrow some money from a friend.
right, good. Let's see number six, Vatian. Number six.
Paul didn't have enough cash to pay for the drinks, so I decided to lend him some money.
Okay, cash, not catch.
Cash.
Catch is something different. Yeah, be careful with those two sounds.
Okay.
Yes. This is cash. And catch is to take something. For example, catch a bus, right? So the pronunciation is different. Good, that's correct. Okay, any question about this exercise, these words? Any doubt?
No.
No? Let's see if you think about the minimal salary in Chile. How much do people earn as a minimal salary at this moment?
400.
No, not yet. Not yet. I think it's not yet. Next month, I think. Okay. Yeah, okay, you're right. I mean, now it's people earn, earn 400,000 pesos as the minimal salary. Okay. And what was the minimal salary? I don't know, last month. Because this is the new salary offered by the president. But last month or last year, the minimum salary was different. Does anybody know?
Um, 350,000.
Exactly, 350,000. That was the old minimal salary, right? Let's see. Do you save money?
Yes.
Yes. How or where do you put that money? Your savings, I mean. Or how do you save money?
I have a saving account.
You have a, sorry, what?
I don't know if saving account
Very
is
good. Yes. You have a saving account. Yes. Okay. So what do you do with your money? Or savings, I mean.
For what I saving the money or
No. I mean, you used your saving account.
Mhm.
And what do you do then with the money you save? How does that money get into the saving account? That is my question.
Okay. Yes. I have to go to the bank
In order to what?
to I don't know to
Yeah.
put the money in my bank account.
Yeah. Okay, to put your money in the account. Yeah, but there is a word for that. Does anybody remember the word when you put money in an account? How do you say that? It's very
Deposit.
simple. Yeah, to deposit it. Yes, okay, good. Okay, let's see. Do you borrow money or have you borrowed money?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, okay. What kind of things, I mean, have you borrowed money for? I mean, to pay what kind of things or to buy what kind of things?
Um,
Do you understand the question, Vicente?
yes, yes. I think that when I have to buy much needed things, but I don't have the money.
Yeah, what kind of things?
It can be like remedy, maybe.
Like what?
No, I don't remember the the word like medicine.
Medicine. Okay, yeah, to buy some medicine. That's very important and very urgent. You cannot wait. Okay, so in that case, you borrow money. Now, do you lend money to somebody? This is a question to all of you, not only to Vicente. Do you lend money?
Sometimes.
Yeah. And what are the requirements or who do you lend money to? I suppose it's not to anybody or not.
Friends who need some for some necessity, maybe pay the rent, something like that,
To
or
pay the rent, okay.
or or for a familiar that need it. But first I had to have the money.
Yeah, of course. You mean when a friend or a relative, a member of your family?
Oh, yes. That,
Yes, a relative. Yeah, okay. And do they, or have they paid you back the money?
yeah, of course. But I lend money to people with confiance.
People, people you rely on.
Yeah,
Reliable people, yeah,
that
people you rely on, or people, confident people,
confident. That was the word.
confident people, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. And have you ever lent money to somebody who in the end was not confident and never returned you the money?
But not lend the money. Maybe I give it to homeless people or things like that. But I think that is not a lend.
No, that is to give the money.
Yeah.
But no, I'm talking about lending money to somebody who never returned you the money.
No,
No?
I don't remember. No.
Okay, you're very lucky then.
Hmm.
Very lucky. Okay, thank you, Alvaro. Let's see. Do you think that it is a good idea to borrow money from the bank? Is it a good idea to borrow money from the bank? Anybody? Sammy, what do you think?
I think you need to be a very responsible person.
Uh-huh.
And probably have a way to get that money back. Have a plan and not just borrow money.
Okay, yeah. You have to be very organized also, right? Responsible and organized to return or to pay back, to pay the money back. Okay, and let's see, what about these moments? I mean, June 6, 2022. Is it a good moment to borrow money from a bank? This is a question to all of you.
I think no,
Why not?
because the bank
Mhm.
charges a lot of interest.
Okay, okay,
Sometimes you have to pay, I don't know, 2 or 3 times more than what you borrowed.
okay. So there you go to another expression that is a high interest rate. Yes, it's at this moment there is a very high interest rate. So you have to pay back 2 or 3 times more than the money you borrowed. Let's see, why is there such a high interest rate at this moment? Why is there such a high interest rate at the moment? What is the cause of that? Why?
Because the
Because
banks.
I'm
Oh,
sorry?
sorry.
Sammy and somebody else, I don't know. I think you could raise your hands if you want not to. Why is there such a high interest rate at the moment? Sammy, you wanted to say something, no?
Yes. Because the banks, because there's the banks don't want you to spend a lot of money, so it's
Yeah.
like a mechanism
Mhm.
to people to don't spend in in a moment like that.
Okay, so they want you not to spend money. And that's the reason they increase the interest rate. But why don't they want you to spend? Why don't banks want you to spend money? What's the reason for that? Anybody? Here there is a, I mean, the main reason is something that affects all of us. Why do they have a high interest rate?
Could be inflation.
Okay, a high inflation, you're right. High inflation. What is the inflation rate this month, do you know? What is the inflation rate? Or the percentage of inflation up to now, I mean, May 2022?
I think almost 7%.
Yeah. Yeah, or a bit more perhaps. Yeah, but it's between 7 and 9, I think, percent.
Yes, I
Okay.
searched.
Sorry?
Is 9%.
9. I think is, yeah. I'm not sure about the exacts, but I think it's around 9.
Yeah.
That's why they, I mean, they think that inflation rate could go up during the second semester over 10%. Yeah. And what are the causes or the main causes of this high inflation? Because there are different reasons. Can you mention some of them?
The price go up.
That is inflation. But why?
Because money is no sé cómo se dice, se
Devaluated.
devalúa.
I mean, devaluated.
El
Yeah.
peso de Chilean, no, el peso chileno.
The Chilean peso is devaluated.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens when there is high inflation, dollar price increases, and then the local currency, in this case, peso, is devaluated. But why does it happen? Or, I mean, does it happen that way? What's the reason, or what are the reasons, the causes for that? There are different reasons.
Yeah, can be a problem on the no, I don't know. So
You don't know? Come on. I think that everybody has an idea of what the reasons, about the reasons for that.
Maybe a factor is because after the pandemic and the estallido social,
Yeah.
There are a lot more of liquidity for the IFE and the retiros. I don't know how to say it in English, but
yeah, that is Spanglish, Alvaro.
Yeah, but that's a reason for for the inflation in this moment.
Yeah.
For the liquidity in the street are okay.
Yes, very good, Alvaro. There you mentioned 3 or 4 reasons, I mean, altogether. Well, one of the reasons obviously is the pandemic and all the problems produced by that. I mean, people couldn't, I mean, people lose their jobs. How do you call the problem when people lose their jobs? How do you call that?
Unemployment.
Okay, the pandemic produced a lot of unemployment. A lot of unemployment. Cities and countries were closed, so there was no imports or exports, yeah. Then, well, this is in addition to, how do you say estallido social? What do you think you can say that? How can you say that? Estallido social, how can you say that? Anybody?
Social crisis.
Okay, maybe that is one possibility. Social crisis. Okay. Social uprising also. That is levantamiento, something like that. Okay. So after that, there was also unemployment. What happens with some not companies, but some shops, some, well, maybe enterprises that were affected by the social uprising? What happened to them? For example, the people having shops near Plaza Italia, for example. What happened to many shops? They had to close. They couldn't go on working. So how do you call that? How do you say when a shop, a company cannot go on working because they don't have money and they have to close forever? How do you call that? Anybody? You can say they go, in this case, they went bankrupt or they went broke. Yeah, quebraron, se fueron a la bancarrota, okay? Well, so the social uprising plus the pandemic produces a lot of economic problems. And there you, Alvaro mentioned IFE and that kind of, how can you say that? How can you, could you explain that? I mean, give a word to a foreigner, for example. ¿Qué es IFE? What is IFE? What is that? Come on. Here there are people studying sociology, or not? How many sociologists are here? Cristobal, I think you are a sociologist, or not? Cristobal, are you there? Cristobal disappeared. Any sociologists here? Well, this is not a question only for sociologists, it's a question to any Chilean guy. ¿Cómo dirían, explicarían lo que es el IFE, tratando de decirlo en palabras simples? ¿Qué es el IFE? A ver, en español.
¿Un bono de gobierno?
Un bono del gobierno, perfecto. ¿Qué es un bono?
It's a grant.
Yeah, let's say, okay, it's a grant.
Subsidy.
Yeah,
I don't that.
yeah. First of all, it's a government. We are going to use that. It's a government subsidy. There are different ways to say this, I think. Subsidy, grant, and if you want to be more general, you can say support. I mean, government economic support. Economic support, right? Well, so there we have bonus. What about retiro de AFP? Eso está más difícil. But how can you try to say that? How could you say that? Here we say pensions, right? Pensiones, right? Pension withdraw. Withdraws es girar, sacar plata, usually at the bank. But in this case is pension, we can say pension funds.
It's, how we, o sea, puede ser previsiones, pero no sé cómo decirlo.
I'm sorry, ¿puede ser qué?
Previsión social. No. Claro.
¿Pero qué cosa? ¿Los fondos de previsión social?
O sea, es que es como una transformación en la seguridad social.
Social
la
security.
previsión.
A ver, social welfare, eso es como bienestar social.
Sí, muy general.
¿Sorry?
Que es muy general, quizás.
¿Y qué es lo que quieres decir tú?
No, eso.
Eso es social welfare. Pero en el otro caso, el otro es una traducción libre. Yo no digo que esa sea como la traducción oficial del retiro del FP, porque no, primero FP hay que traducirlo, pero en el fondo son los fondos de pensiones, pension funds. Eso fue tomado exactamente del inglés, por lo tanto, la palabra es la traducción literal, pension funds. Ahora, withdraw son como giros, es como cuando uno saca plata del cajero, saca plata del banco, withdraw money. Y aquí sería aplicable a los pension funds. ¿Ya? Vamos a ponerlo entre paréntesis porque es una traducción libre de la profesora inglés. Pension funds withdrawals. Okay, so here we have different things that produced a high inflation. There is something else that we have forgotten that has also produced a lot of increase in oil prices, in food prices. What is that? In addition to all of this.
Problems with the productive process?
No? Well, yeah. But what is the direct cause of that?
War.
The war, yeah. Ukraine war. Yeah. Ukraine war produces a lot of problems with fuel, you know, petrol, oil, and also with corn, wheat, right? All the wheat. So the increase of price, for example, in wheat produces a direct problem, a direct increase of prices of what? in Chile, for example, when the wheat price goes up, there is a direct affect something directly.
The price of bread.
Exactly. The price of bread. That is something essential in Chile more than in some other countries. Okay. So we can see that there is a lot of influence coming from the Ukraine war. So all of this produced a perfect storm. As social uprising, pandemic, and now Ukraine war. It's the perfect storm, right? Okay. Now, what do you think about, do you have any idea of what may happen in the future? The rest of the year or next year? What do you think it will happen in relation to all of these problems? What is your feeling about it? Because nobody knows what will happen, but what is your feeling about that? Any idea?
I think the inflation is going to get worse. I feel that Chile is in a very bad economic situation.
Yeah. So you are sort of pessimistic about the future, yeah?
Yes, I think.
Okay. Any other opinion? No opinions. Okay. Well, here we're going to check some sentences. Some of them are positive and some others are negative. Here we will see a mix of both. For example, the first sentence, that's cheap, is definitely positive. Let's see number 2, Catherine, can you please read it and tell me if you think it's positive or negative? Catherine?
The second,
Yes.
negative.
Can you read it, please, aloud?
What?
Can you read the sentence aloud, please? Read it, just read it.
That a waste of money.
That's a waste of money. Can you read it
Yes.
again, please?
Is negative.
Yeah, it's negative, but can you read the sentence again, please? So this is to practice pronunciation.
That bargain.
No, my dear. Number 2. Can you read, leer? Can you read the sentence again? It's just to check pronunciation.
That is a waste of money.
Okay, that's a waste of money. You said
Yes.
negative. Okay, clear. Let's see number 3. Let me see. Maite, please. Maite has no microphone. Valentina.
That's bargain.
A bargain. That's a bargain. Positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive, right. Let's see number 4. Let's see, Esperanza.
That's a really bad deal.
Mm-hmm. Positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative, definitely, right. Bastian, please, number 5.
That is poor value for money.
Mhm.
That is negative.
Negative, right. Number 6, let's see, Marcela, please.
That's too expensive.
Mhm.
I think it's negative.
Definitely, right. 7, Sammy, please.
That's a really good deal,
Uh-huh.
and it's positive.
Positive. 8, Alvaro, please.
It's overpriced. And
Overpriced. Be careful with the ending.
okay,
Overpriced.
it's overpriced.
Yeah.
And is negative.
Negative. 9, Bastian.
That's good value for money. That is positive.
Positive. Very good. Any question about that?
I have a question about the pronunciation of value.
Of what? What word?
Value.
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 Pronunciation. I will write the pronunciation here. The pronunciation of this is value.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, welcome. Any other question?
No, miss.
No? Well, talking about values, I would like, do you go shopping sometimes? I mean, to the street market, to the supermarket? Do you go shopping?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Let's see. How much is a kilo of bread in Santiago now? Average, because it changes from one shop to another, but average. You know the meaning of average? Promedio. On average. Okay? How much is a kilo of bread?
Almost 2,000 pesos.
Yeah? Well, when you say almost, what do you mean? 1,999?
Yes, I think.
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Almost 2,000 pesos? Okay. How much is a bus ticket for students? How much is a ticket, student?
A little less than 300 pesos.
Okay, a little less or a little under 300 pesos.
Yeah, yeah.
And how much is a ticket for anybody? I mean, for adults?
Eight 800 pesos approx.
800? Yeah, okay.
Maybe more, I don't know.
Yeah, but it's around 800.
Yeah.
It's very expensive. Yeah. And what about the metro ticket? Is it similar?
It's the same from,
The same?
yes.
Yeah. Well, but for students, it's the same.
Yes.
And what about do you, as the students, do you have the same different fare? I mean, peak hours, no? Low
No.
hours, off peak, no?
No.
The same value all day long?
All the time, yes.
Okay, right. Let's see, I don't know, Obviously not now, but when you had face-to-face classes, did you have lunch at the university? Did you have lunch at the university? Anybody? Where did you have lunch before the strike?
Sometimes in the university, but I take it from my house.
Yeah. So you never bought lunch at the university?
Yes, sometimes, but more like sandwich, things like that. Not
Lunch.
lunch.
Yeah.
When I eat lunch in the university is always from my house.
Yeah. You take your own lunch.
Yes.
Is homemade lunch. Okay. Does anybody else, well, the question is not if you have lunch or not. I mean, if you prepare it at home or not. The question is, do you know the price of lunch at university? How much is it? Do you know?
No.
Anybody?
No.
It depends. Like outside of the university, you can find a lot of people selling food, and it is different types of food. Like you can buy a burger for 100 pesos.
100?
Yes.
100?
Oh, 1,000.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If not, I will go immediately. Okay.
But you also can buy a relative nutritive lunch for 3,000 pesos.
Outside the university?
Yes.
And what about at the university cafeteria, canteen? How much is the cheapest? Because I understand, I don't know, in Antumapo there are different types of lunch, I mean, different prices. What about the cheapest one? Do you know? Should be, I think, should be cheaper than outside the university or not?
In this moment, we don't have much places to buy lunch in the university.
You don't have, sorry, you don't have much what?
Places to buy food in the university. Some of the casinos, I don't
canteen,
say,
canteen.
Yes, are closed.
Why are they closed?
I don't know, but is a problem of the one of the problem of the stroke is that problem.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, I thought they were open. I remember before the pandemic, ICE canteen was had very good fame. I mean, apparently was good and not that expensive, but probably, I don't know now after the pandemic. Okay, guys. Well, let's see. This is the kind of things you will have to talk about in the final test. That's why I am interested in you participating in this conversation and incorporating the new vocabulary. Next Wednesday, we are going to go on with this. We're going to go on talking about money with different material. I will ask you to watch a short video about it. And we're going to practice some of the, I mean, not the same, obviously it's not the same question, but we're going to practice the type of exercises you will have in the final exam, the oral final exam, where you will have to talk in pairs and you will have to exchange opinions and ideas. This is the last, no, not the last, is one before the last unit of the program. Es la penúltima unidad, esta es la penúltima unidad, nos queda una unidad más que ver, una unidad más del programa. Los exámenes todavía no se han fijado, no son exámenes, son pruebas finales. No se ha fijado la fecha exacta todavía, pero son, les digo el tiro, la segunda semana de julio. O sea, en un mes más o menos. ¿Ok? ¿Alguna pregunta?
Sí, profe,
Dígame.
¿cuántas clases quedan en total?
Saca la cuenta. Hay un lunes que es feriado. Nos queda una, miércoles, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 en junio, 7, 8, nos deberían quedar como 8 clases.
Ay, no queda nada.
Nada. A todo esto, el lunes 27 es feriado, según todos los...
Profe, y en caso de que, ya, por ejemplo, la toma sigue hasta lo que sería como el cierre de semestre en fecha normal. ¿Y ahí qué pasa con inglés si lo terminamos?
Sí, se lo termina. Como no están todas las facultades en toma, yo me conseguiría una sala en otra facultad, en otro campo que esté abierto. Podría ser arquitectura, que está en un lugar central, no sé, ahí tendría que buscar un lugar para tomar la prueba final.
Ah, ya, pero lo que voy es que si inglés se termina, aunque en el segundo semestre sigamos con el primer semestre académico. Inglés
Sí, pero
queda
inglés
terminado.
termina. Yo se los dije, el programa de inglés no ha parado, por lo tanto sigue el mismo calendario de siempre. No se va a extender el curso de inglés hasta más allá del periodo del que acabo de decir, el de julio. Tal como estaba planificado, a eso me refiero.
Ah, ya. Ya,
¿Ok?
entonces aunque en el segundo semestre sigamos
Claro,
con el primer semestre académico, esto se termina.
Sí, sí.
Ya.
¿Ya? ¿Alguna otra pregunta?
Miss, los dos últimos, las pruebas finales, hay una que es escrita y la otra es oral.
Sí.
¿Con cuánta diferencia de días se van a hacer o se van a hacer el mismo día?
No alcanzamos en el mismo día. O sea, un día una y un día la otra, sobre todo la oral. La oral son más o menos 10 minutos por pareja. No sé cuánta gente se va a presentar. En los casos en que yo he tenido en los años anteriores 25 alumnos, cuando se metieron 25 con la pandemia, tenía que tomar 2 horas de clase, pero era fácil porque la gente, como son 10 minutos, podía ir 10 minutos antes o 10 minutos, quedarse 10 minutos después. Ahora creo que como la mitad del curso no viene, supongo que votaron el curso, supongo yo que habrán votado el curso, no sé, pero deberíamos alcanzar en una clase, entonces sería una el día lunes y el otro el día miércoles.
Ah, ya. Y lo último, ¿la pareja usted la designa o la podemos elegir?
Ustedes lo eligen.
Ah, ya. Ya, gracias, Miss.
Profe, ¿y en qué consiste esa prueba oral? ¿Es como una conversación?
Tiene 2 partes. Una parte es una cosa parecida a lo que hemos estado haciendo acá cuando yo te digo, no sé, can you talk about the reasons of the inflation, for example? Y tienen que hablar de ese tema durante, no me acuerdo si son 3 minutos, 2 minutos, algo así. Con un timer, ya, tiene que hablar sobre desarrollar el tema. Esos temas son todos los temas que hemos visto durante el curso. ¿Ya? Los que están en el programa. Este tema y el que nos queda pendiente, que se llama Society, son bastante amplios, pero como todos ustedes son del área de las ciencias sociales, debería ser mucho más fácil. Y la segunda parte se les entrega, eso es lo que quiero ver la próxima semana, no sé si la próxima clase o la próxima semana, se les entrega una oración, una declaración, por decir así, un statement. Entran en pareja cada una de las parejas. No sé, como, no sé, las razones de la inflación no son por ejemplo, no influye la guerra de Ucrania en la inflación. Son oraciones, son así afirmaciones muy provocativas, que en el fondo es para hacerlos que hablen. Entonces tiene que defender esa posición. Y al otro le toca una cosa distinta y tienen que confrontar los argumentos. Y ahí tienen que dar, no me acuerdo si son 4 minutos, algo así. No son más allá de 4 minutos. Son las dos partes que tiene la prueba oral. ¿Ok?
Ya, profe, gracias.
¿Alguna otra pregunta?
No, creo que no.
Okay, guys. So see you then on Wednesday. And have a nice week. Okay? Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a nice week too.
Thank you.